So they can see me, but they
can see you right now.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, we can all see you.
Can we talk?
Hi, everyone. Sarah and I are here, and we have some awesome guests here to join us for the Hangout.
Yeah.
Really, really excited. Yeah, so Sarah, are you like, how's your summer going?
My summer's been amazing. I got a little color, but I'm still like, got a little bit of color. Yeah, I've had an amazing summer. I was hoping to get up to the cottage for a little bit, which I didn't, but that's okay. It's been nice. The weather's been weird though.
It has been. And you've been on hiatus, right? So we actually got Sarah to come back in just to do this Hangout just to drive in. Yeah. So we're so grateful for it.
I miss it here though. This is like home. Like I was like practically like I should have just lived here during the hiatus.
There's always a room upstairs.
And a bed.
Yeah. Anyway, so we have some awesome guests from around the world today hanging out with us. So why don't we start with you, Dana? Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and maybe a story about, how you got into Degrassi.
Hi, I'm Dana. I'm 22. I've been watching Degrassi since I was 10. That was 6th grade. And I wasn't supposed to be watching it, but what can you do?
I support it.
I don't think it's that bad though, because they were playing 12-year-olds and I was 10, so
yeah, exactly.
Wasn't that big of a stretch. Thank you.
You've been watching for so long. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So who is in that season? Is that Drake's seasons or is that before?
Yeah, he was in the very first season ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I know everything. Awesome. I need a life.
That's awesome. Thanks for joining us. We have Shelby here.
Hi.
Hi. Can y'all hear me? Am I good?
You're good.
All right, good. I'm Shelby. I'm from Virginia, and I have been watching. I started watching when I was younger, but then we moved away, and the new cable provider didn't have the in. But I saw the Shark in the Water promo my senior year of high school, and I was like, I have to get back into this. So I just started watching. I was one of those girls that saw Eli for the first time and was like, yep, we're going to watch this.
Of course. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't?
I know.
I saw it, I was like, I should be on the show.
So it's safe to say that you would ship Eli and Becky if there was some sort of chance by any...
Oh, I've gotten that question so many times. I think I love when people like hate each other at first.
Yes.
Like I like that, so I see where you're going. Like I like that. I think they'd be cute, but I think because I started off a little bit meaner to him, people were kind of like, plus Eclair is like, it's a big deal, right?
That's a huge deal.
I don't think people would be down for that. Just break them up.
Yeah, that's a good question. Hi, Tristan.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
I'm Tristan. I live in the state of Washington. And I first started watching Degrassi since the very first episode with Emmer and that whole cyber dating thing that went wrong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Me and my sister, I have a twin sister, and we are like opposites, or we were back then, and we couldn't find anything to watch. And we were just like surfing around trying to find something, and we saw the end in Degrassi, and we didn't know what it was, so we just kind of watched it, and ever since then, it's just been like...
Aren't you happy you switched to Degrassi?
I'm so glad I did, yes.
That's amazing.
That's a great way, like, to get introduced to the show and
honestly,
stick with it for 13 years.
That's the same way I did. I was going through channels, and I saw Mindy on TV, and I was like, obviously I didn't know who she was. That's Mindy. It must be Mindy. No, I saw the show on TV, and that's actually how I started, too. I was just flipping through channels and was like, looks fun.
What's the first season of Degrassi you ever saw?
I think season 9.
Oh, okay.
Or 8. Because I don't really watch, like, TV much. When I like shows, I'll, like, go on the internet and just, like, find a way to watch them there. So, like, I don't watch that much TV, but one day I was scrolling through and I saw it, and I was like, oh. And to be honest, once I got on the show, I actually went back and started watching all of the other episodes. So I became like a fan myself and started watching all the episodes. So yeah, I've seen several of them. But
That's actually, hold on, that leads me to a question. Okay, so if you, okay.
You didn't even know that.
I didn't even know that, but now I have a question about that. So if, after you've seen, like, all the previous seasons and stuff, like, is there another character you would have been like, oh my gosh, that would have been, like, I would have been such a great Manny. I would have been so, you know what I mean?
Honestly,
like, was there, like, a character you were just like, man, that would have been really fun to play? Or you,
That's a good question, Abby.
that you think you would be like, you know?
I think this isn't an old character though. This is out of all of them though. I think one of the people I think would be fun to play is Bianca. Because I get, like, when people, like, see me or meet me, I'm always, like, the bubbly, happy one and stuff. So, like, I think it'd be really fun to play, like, the complete opposite.
Okay.
Like me and my character aren't identical or anything. Like, we're not the same person, but, you know, the little Miss Sunshine thing, I get a lot in real life. So
You're so smiley. You're always so happy. It's good.
Should I just be Bianca right now?
Yeah, try it.
I just wouldn't smile. But no, I think that would be really fun because it's just really different for me, and I think it'd be really fun to play. She played it amazing though. Like, who else could play Bianca but Alicia? But I think it'd be really fun to play a character like that.
Interesting. And Dana actually just suggested Darcy, I think. So she was saying, like, maybe you could
Darcy,
have been Darcy, an interesting. You could have been.
That would be fun.
Claire's older sister.
That, even though I look 13, it would be fun.
And we have Shani.
Yes, my name is Shani.
Did I get it right this time?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you so much. And you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
And you're from Argentina?
Yeah, exactly. I'm from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
Oh, nice. I've never been there. Maybe I should come visit you.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to show you the city.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be fun. You can go to each place and visit everybody.
And tell us about your first Degrassi experience.
I have always watched Degrassi since season 1, when it was on the TV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah, but like when season 10 trailer came out, like, it blew my mind, and I became a real fan since then.
Oh, good. Wow, so you're like a lifer too, eh? We've got some good lifer fans over here.
We do.
We got a great group today. Yeah, so why don't we get started with some questions? Enough of just like kind of.
Should I look at their videos down here? You all look awesome, by the way. All these beautiful people. Should I look down here or should I look up here?
Yeah, no. So you can when we talk, you can look at the camera.
Oh, okay.
And then when we're looking at the answers, we'll look to the bottom of the screen. So
okay, perfect.
Why don't we start with Dana? Would you like to start with the first question?
Okay. When you first auditioned for Degrassi, did you know you were auditioning to play Adam's love interest?
I did not know that. What I knew was my audition was actually I'm allowed to talk about the auditions, right?
Course,
okay, cool.
Course, yeah.
They actually gave me different characters. Like, they gave a very similar situation to what happened with Becky and Adam, but it was different character names, and they switched the situation a little bit, but made it something along the lines of where my parents weren't okay with who I was with because of religious reasons, and that it was very serious for me to, I was still trying to keep it a secret. So I had two scenes, and one was a bubbly one, playing the girlfriend and just being really bubbly and fun, and the other one was me trying to tell the person I was with that I couldn't tell my parents about us. So it was very similar, but they specifically didn't give me the exact storyline just for safety reasons, I guess. So yeah, I didn't know, but I'm happy it did. It was really fun. I loved it.
Awesome. Shelby, would you like to ask the next question?
Okay. How do you think Becky's relationship with her parents has changed since she stood up for Adam in Tonight and was all like, "I love him"? It was awesome.
You even know the lines, girl. Good for you. Honestly, I think that really ruined her relationship with her parents. I think who am I talking about? Her parents. My parents. I think her parents really love her, but I mean, that was really bold of her to do. Like, I was so happy she did, But that was a hard thing for her to do, but it just shows how much she cared about him and how much she wanted to make it work, because her parents were not happy when she did that. Like, I'd say close to disown me. I think they would disown me, to be honest. We haven't shot that yet, but at some point, I think I really lose a lot of the relationship with my parents. But then again, it's kind of, what kind of relationship is it if I can't be myself with them? And Becky never was herself around her parents because she had to be the perfect child and stuff. So I'm happy she did it. But, I mean, her parents, you know, she'll probably be living on the street soon enough. So.
No, she'll be living with Jenna, maybe. And then she'll move in with the Bendaris, and everyone is a slumber party at the Bendaris all the time.
That'd be a fun scene. That'd be so much fun to
That'd
do.
be hilarious.
It's a new twist. Everyone lives with Bendaris. That's just the new story.
I would love that. That'd be great.
So you heard it from here first, and we'll go talk to the writers after.
We'll talk for you guys.
Because I think that's a really interesting thing, because I think you get to see Becky and her brother as well. A lot of people, a lot of the other storylines you don't get to see, you know, like
siblings.
Yeah, siblings, and there's a bunch of stories that come up later on.
Actually,
you know,
I don't know if you guys knew, but me and the guy who plays my brother, so Luke, we knew each other when we were 3 years old.
Really?
Which is crazy, because, like, then I hadn't seen him for a million years. He was one of my neighbors, and he lived, like, right next to me. And it was, like, 10 years we hadn't seen each other. And our sisters used to be best friends. And one of them were like, oh, it's great, your sister got a role on Degrassi, but so did my brother. And then when I came here, I was like, who's playing my brother? And they were like, Luke. And I was like, what? Like, freaked out. So we actually knew each other when we were, like, 3 years old, which is crazy.
Wow.
But it actually
practically family.
Yeah, for sure. Which helps though, even with acting wise. Like, it's great because I feel like I'm that much closer to him because I've known him my whole life anyway. So, cool fact, fun fact.
No, very interesting. Great question. Thanks. Tristan, go ahead. Do you have a question?
My question is, sorry, I have a list.
Awesome.
Okay. What was your favorite thing about Becky and Adam's relationship?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, one thing I love about them was how long and how hard it took to become a couple, because I think they cherished their relationship more because it wasn't just, oh, you're cute, let's be together. Like, they both went through a lot to be together, and I think they both really respect the other person for that. And I mean, also, Jordan's so cute. And Jordy's character, like, Adam's been through so much throughout so many seasons, and I'm just so happy that when Becky seems to be like everyone else with how she approaches Adam, she ends up just turning right around and really seeing the true person that is Adam, which is what everyone loves about the character, and just fell for him, which is kind of funny because at the beginning, it kind of was like a hate and then love, which is fun because, like, I liked that. So yeah. Ooh, that was a really good question because I don't even know. Like, I really was happy she went for it. So, like, I really liked the relationship a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
hi.
Oh my gosh, and we finally, and this is a great timing. I think Karen finally is in the room. Can you hear us, Karen? Oh, we can't hear you. Oh no. Oh. We're so close, but we get to see your pretty face now. Maybe, okay, do you want to, oh yeah, she can hear us. Okay, do you want to try to just turn on your mic and see if that works? Oh no.
I can almost mouth the words.
Yeah, so why don't
keep talking? I can almost see it.
Or if you want to just type into the chat box and you have a next question for Sarah, we can read that out loud until you fix the mic. Sound good? And it's weird because she can hear me and I'm miming to her.
Yeah.
So they can't tell. Anyway,
I feel like I can almost understand her.
Oh no.
Why isn't it working? That's what she just said.
Yeah. Okay, so why don't we try to come back to that? So Shani, would you like to ask the next question?
Yes, I do. Becky has grown up a lot since she arrived at Degrassi. How did you react when you find out about her storyline, and if you could have gave her a different storyline, which one would it be?
Woo!
You could write
Okay.
yourself another story.
Oh wow. To be honest, I love the storyline. Like I love that her and Adam got together. I was really hoping she would. Maybe one thing would be if she never took therapy and like she went for Adam right away. Or
Hello?
I have like a million. I could just go on forever about this. Or it'd be kind of fun if Becky and Eli I wish there was more scenes of us hating each other, because like I mean I love Monroe, but like it was so fun to play hating each other, and I think it'd be fun if like something wild happened like between them. I don't know if it would be them getting together, but
Just like pitting
just
against each
a
other
bit
again,
more
right?
of that,
Yeah.
or maybe like he like confessed his love to me or something. I'm kidding.
Or how about, you know, it'd be a really interesting thing too. Like I love how Jenna's character and Becky's character have become such good friends too, and that's kind of been like an unlikely friendship. Like that just coming from, you know, Jenna wanting to hit on your brother, all of a sudden you guys becoming best friends. Like it's a really cute relationship.
For sure.
I mean, have a friend, like a real friend.
Yeah, she has one friend.
Yeah, a real friend.
Yeah, it'd also be fun to do scenes with people I've never done scenes with before ever. Like I think like me and Alicia would never do scenes together. Like so I think it would be really fun if they were friends or something, even though they're complete opposites. That could be so many. That was a good question. Could be so many. I don't even know.
Awesome. And I think we can hear Karen now. So Karen, would you like to ask the next question?
Hi.
Hi, Karen.
I love you. I'm here. Okay, so
It's nice to meet you.
yes. Wait. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. Oh,
You're so
gosh. Wait.
You're the sweetest.
Oh, okay. My question is. Okay, so your bio says you studied dance for 13 years.
Mhm.
But how old did you start to go to the dance school, and which genre do you do?
Ooh, I've never been asked about dancing. Ooh, I like this question. I started dance when I was 3, I think. So I was kind of just jumping around, because what else can you do when you're 3? Now I think I was about 16. Does that make sense? Is that the right math? That's the right math.
Yeah,
I was about 16 when I stopped. So, for me though, it was never competitions or anything. Like it was for fun, and we had showcases at the end of the year, and like I just really liked it. But I did jazz, tap, and hip hop.
Oh, wow.
Hip hop was my favorite. I looked like the last person who would be like a hip hop person, but I loved it. So
That's awesome.
you dance? You dance?
No, I don't.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was just for fun though. I mean, I'm not that good, but.
I love singing though.
Oh wow, so do I.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What kind of things do you like to sing?
I like all of the genres, like pop music, rock, rap,
Oh,
hip-hop, yeah, dance.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Good question. And Shelby was just saying that she danced for 15 years.
Where's Shelby?
Shelby, right
Shelby,
here.
hi. That's amazing. What kind of dance did you do?
Okay. I did ballet, tap, jazz, modern, like chorus line, which is like the kicking, kind of like the Radio City Rockettes.
So everything.
And,
so you're good at everything.
Hip hop. I wouldn't say like the best, but I had a lot of fun. It was great.
I always wanted to do modern. That's one in bare feet, right?
Yeah.
Where you prom.
Yeah, or you have like little shoes that you can wear. Like I did that too, but it was really like, I don't know, it wasn't my thing. I just did it. I wanted to add more to like
That's amazing.
what I had taught. So.
You did a lot. Oh my gosh.
And yeah, no, actually, Dana was saying she does modern dance. And
So we
for
all
5 years.
dance.
And no, wait, Tristan just said he was like, I'm the only one who has never won to dance. Jeez.
We'll teach you some steps, Tristan.
When Sarah's done with you, you're gonna be dancing. Okay? So we're all dancing.
100%.
Yeah. So, and you also sing. So,
Yeah.
Are you working on new music right now?
Yeah, actually. I've been working a lot, more so in the studio. I've been recording a lot recently, and singing's my life. It's like my favorite thing to do since I was about 6 or something. It's all I've ever, since I could start speaking. That's not 6. I could speak before 6. but yeah, I mean, I'm actually going in. I'll just give you guys a little. Well, I guess this is broadcast, so I guess it's not telling just them. But I'm actually going in to record a ballad on Friday. Is that tomorrow? No, not tomorrow.
In 2 days.
2 days. I'm going in to record a ballad, and I've been working on a lot of upbeat songs. So I'm really excited to write a ballad because I play piano as well, and mostly what I write ends up being ballads. So to bring that to the studio, I'm really, really excited. So, and they're all coming out soon, but I'm getting all these videos ready, and so they're all kind of, you know, being ready to come out, but I will let all of you know when it's about to come out.
Yay! That's really cool. That's really awesome.
Does anyone else sing? Hands up. Does anyone else sing?
Oh, we got a couple hands up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No.
I'm excited.
Sweet.
Awesome. Okay. Who would any of you guys like to ask the next question first, and then we'll just hop onto Twitter and maybe take a couple of crowd questions.
Sweet.
But did anybody here want to ask another question before we do that? Yeah. Go ahead, Dana.
So far, Becky's character has mainly. Wow. The storyline of Becky has pretty much just been a relationship. So were you nervous when you found out that your first acting gig would basically be about a romance?
I mean, I was nervous in general because I kind of came onto the show as a more beginner actor than some of the other people on the show. So I was very nervous in general, but for one, when you're doing romance scenes and stuff, you want to be really comfortable with the other person, and Jordy is just the sweetest girl ever, so like we got along really well. She's a singer too, and she's fantastic, so we got along from the start, so I was very comfortable with her, which really helped me be less nervous, because if I didn't know her well, I'd be really scared to do romance scenes with her. But no, I ended up really liking it, because I mean, you draw on like life experiences and stuff, and you know, I loved the storyline too. So it wasn't. I was nervous for sure, but I was also really excited. So kind of helped me out. But yeah, it was good. It was good. Always a little nervous, you know, going into my first kind of romantic scene ever. But you know, any person on the cast is the best person, and they're all sweethearts. So like anyone it would be with, I'd be comfortable with. So
yeah. Plus, I think it's the interesting thing is that your first romance on Degrassi wasn't just, you know, a standard, you know, boy meets girl, they fall in love.
So
like,
much more complicated.
Yeah, it's very
which
complex,
is great.
and you got to try it like it was about religion, it was about your character, it was about your
Yeah.
beliefs, it was about a lot of stuff. So
yeah,
yeah,
no,
so
I liked that.
It's an intense first story.
Yeah, it was.
Good.
I was happy that I loved it. So
yeah. Okay, I have a question. I'm going to take a question from Google Plus.
ooh,
So why don't we
agreed with
try? Oh, okay, this one actually I think we sort of. Oh, this is actually this is from Instagram. This is from Degrassi Editing on Instagram. What was your favorite scene that you've ever filmed?
oh my gosh. Oh, one of my favorite scenes. Actually, I know. So many scenes I can't remember. My favorite one, I think, was one of the most recent ones. Was when it was the night shoot, so it was when all of us had that big, what do you call those? It was like a big light that just floated up.
Like the lantern, yeah.
Yeah. It was for the funeral scene, which is not my favorite because it was that was really sad. It was very, very easy to cry that day. But that scene was fun because we were actually filming until 2 a.m. And so all of us were playing, we were all playing like fun games and stuff, and like, yeah, it was really fun because we were waiting around a lot together, and it was freezing that night. So every time we finished, they would like wrap us in blankets, and we'd just like play games and like make jokes, and it was just a fun night because I'd never really done a night shoot before.
And plus, it's rare that, like, I think a lot of the times Degrassi films in smaller groups. So
it was everyone,
not,
which was really nice. And I mean, when do you get to like put like this balloon thing and fly it up? That was just fun. I don't even know what that was, but it was really fun.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, and this is a question from Karina F. So how long has music been a part of your life, and do you have any tips for aspiring musicians? So you kind of answered the first part already, but do you have any tips for aspiring musicians?
Yes. One is don't ever stop. Two, this is my biggest one, is whenever teachers tell you to be quiet and not sing in class, sing louder. Three, don't be afraid to try new things, because I mean, I never considered myself a writer ever, and when I was in grade 11, I started writing poetry during class. Maybe you should listen to the teacher a bit more than I did. But I started writing poetry, and then I got back into piano, and that's how I started writing. So just be open to trying out different things, because that's what opened a lot of doors, at least for me. Was writing it's like the best therapy you could ever have is writing, and it's, I don't know, be very open to it, and my biggest thing is to keep doing it and to love it, because singing never feels like a job for me. It's just what I love doing, so make sure that, you love it, and if you're going to go into theory, those written tests and stuff, make sure you really love it, because if you don't, that's going to drive you right off. Theory is like really, really, like, it was tough, and it's not the funnest part. So I loved it enough to go through all the exams that I thought I had to go through at the time. So
so don't give up.
Yeah, no, don't give up.
No, that's great advice. Actually, okay, I just read on the chat section, so this is from Tristan. I think he just wanted a shout-out to the Beckham fandom on Tumblr. Do you want to just say hi to...
Hi, Beckham fandom! This is my shout-out. Oh, I hear you.
Oh,
what?
They wanted me to tell you that that they adore you and that you're the Beckham queen.
Aww.
Yeah. And then they wanted me to tell you their names. It's Sarah, Chanel, Jackie, Danielle, Haley, Ryan, Andrew, Ben, Aiden, Emily, and Tina.
Okay, you know what I was going to do? Once you finish, I was going to say hi to each name, but you just listed 10 names.
There's a lot.
Hi, Aldo, and I love you, and thank you.
Why don't we try that again? Hold on. I'm going to move out of the way so maybe they can gift this later. Okay, so I'm going to, you want to just say hi to them again?
Say hi to them again?
Say hi and blow a
Hi,
kiss.
Beckham fandom, and I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. They're gonna love that.
No problem.
Yeah, and their work is amazing. So I don't know. We're pretty active on Tumblr too. So we love all the the gifts and things that you guys have made. Like it's some of the stuff.
You guys are the cutest.
Stunning. Yeah, it's amazing work. Oh, and Dana's just hoping to get a shout out from Ashley. To Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. Should I say shout out for shout out to Ashley? Should I say that?
I don't really know how that works. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Oh, Ashley, you're really sweet. Thank you. Love you too.
Yeah, and okay. So why don't we? Did anybody here in the room want to ask the next question? Yeah, go ahead, Shane.
Got a runner up.
Yeah. A few days ago, you did a cover of the song "Think of Me," which was amazing. How do you pick?
Thank you.
How do you pick which song you are going to cover, and when is White Flag music video coming out?
Ooh, she did her homework.
Yeah.
How I think of covers, like what songs I want to choose.
Yeah.
One is I make sure it's one that my voice is comfortable with. You never want to sing a song that's out of your vocal range. So, I pick songs I love. I often pick songs that you guys request to me, and that song I picked because I sang those songs when I was really little, and it kind of shows a different side of my voice that's like a little more opera musical. It was a little bit different than you guys have heard before, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to try that one. And my grandmother actually was quite a well-known opera singer, so I dedicated that to her to sing for both of us. So that's why I chose that one. And White Flag is coming out very soon. The video is finished, but it's actually waiting with much music right now, just for some reasons. If they ever picked it up, that'd be awesome, and if not, then it's coming out really soon. So, but it's finished. It's all done. So you'll be seeing it really soon. And I'll give you guys a hint. I keep thinking I'm just talking to you guys, so I'm going to be saying all these secrets that are going out to me more than just... But anyway, there's actually 2 dogs in the video, and they're in a lot of the video. And they're the cutest dogs. One of them's a brown lab, and he's a baby, and he's really cute. And his name is actually from a TV show. What's when Will Smith was in? What was the show? Fresh Prince. What was the guy's name in it? The other guy, not Will Smith. Carlton Banks. They named the dog Carlton Banks after that show, which is hilarious. And so there'll be dogs involved, which was so fun. So that's your little secret, because it's coming out soon, but you're being patient.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And Karen, I think she had the next question. Go ahead.
Oh no, we can't hear you.
Do you want to unmute? Oh no, the voice audio's gone again.
Unmute it. Should I talk to her on the
I did.
Oh, no,
I did.
Oh, there we go. Go ahead.
Okay, so my next question is, okay, so you are in a great shape, like, you're flawless, like.
Oh, thank you.
So, what would you say? What would you say is your secret?
Oh, fitness.
Fitness secret. Oh boy. One, always eat your favorite food. My favorite food is pasta. I live off it. Honestly, I love sports. For me, I did a walk with my mom today. We went up like big hills, and that's what we call exercise. So we pretend it's working out. But I really love basketball. That's one of my favorite sports. I don't know. I love playing sport. I'm trying to get into tennis. That's my new thing. I'm trying to give myself a goal to do tennis once a week at least, for starters. And yeah, I'm not a good runner, but but
you're really active though. I mean, I've seen a lot of your Instagram photos, like wakeboarding. Like you go out and you like.
See, that's funny because my wakeboard picture, it makes it look
really
like
sporty.
I know how I fell right after the picture got taken. Fell right over. But it looks like I can wait for it, so I shouldn't have. I'll just
now you told
everybody. Oh.
I was trying to show people how athletic you were, not.
I know, I would have guessed you. You're helping me.
I was trying. Yeah. What else was there? Okay. So you do sports. So let's just say
I do sports.
Yes. So Sarah is very sporty. So that's why. So there you go. Your fitness secret. And eating pasta.
That's going to help you.
Words of advice.
Words of wisdom.
Oh, and Karen said she used to be in the track and field team.
I used to be too, actually. Yeah. I loved it. It was fun.
Very cool. And do we have any questions from Twitter we want to just answer right now? Sorry, I'm just like, we have some awesome
We're in a packed room with a
communications team right now. They're going to say hi.
Hi. Katie Riley on Twitter asks, is your style similar to Becky's?
Oh, that's a good question. This is from Kate Riley.
I will say, I don't know how many of you noticed this, but when I was on after Degrassi, I almost forgot the name. After Degrassi, I wore one of Becky's dresses. Did anyone notice that it was Becky's dress?
Was it yellow?
Hands up.
No.
Shelby's like, what? Yeah, she did. Okay. Because I actually, when I saw that was what I was wearing, I was like, that is the cutest dress I've ever seen. And I went out to Forever 21. Nope, that's a lie. H&M. I went out to H&M and bought it, and then I ended up wearing it. And I don't think many people knew. I thought everyone would be like, "Oh, you're wearing Becky's dress," but
the
no
way
one
you
knew.
style it is very different. Right?
Yeah. She had like fishnet stockings under or something.
Yeah.
No, but other than that, I'm a big fan on dresses. I'm very colorful. As you can see, Becky wears a dress that's like this, but it's like a full blue outfit with blue shoes and everything. I'm big on shorts, though. Becky doesn't wear shorts and pants, and I mean, what else can you live in the winter? I think in the winter she'd literally be in, like, a coat dress. Like, she's obsessed with dresses, which is really fun for me. But, no, I'm really into high-waisted and crop tops, like, sort of what the look's been this summer. I'm, like, really into that. And open back. You can't see, but this is open back, which I like. And, yeah, so we're kind of similar. I'm a very colorful person, but I definitely wear more than dresses because she lives in dresses. It was funny, once she wore pants on one of the last episodes, like, so many people were tweeting, like, oh my god, I can't believe she wore pants. So I tweeted about it too.
Yeah, because people were just saying,
she never wears pants, and everyone was like, I'm sorry, when was this a thing that she didn't know she owned a pair? So
yeah, because they were just saying here, they're like, she wore pants last episode. Yeah, so there you go. So there you go. She wears those pants, and those are the only pants she owns, and then she's back to dresses. Yeah, no, but style-wise, so I guess you are pretty. It's fairly similar. I think a lot of the color. Yeah,
it's pretty similar.
Yeah, just styling. Yours is a lot more edgy, and whereas you wouldn't wear a cardigan. And all blue on blue. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or all yellow.
She's worn that outfit so many times. I really like it. It's literally yellow cardigan, yellow dress. I don't think there's yellow shoes, but there should be.
I'm glad, because actually I think a lot of you guys in the room right now, in our questions, when we were saying, like, we were guessing, like, one of the trivia questions was, who do you think the hangout's going to be with? And then one of the clues was she wears a lot of yellow.
Oh,
and I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people in this room answered that question correctly. They were all like, oh, it's for sure.
I can't even think off the top of my head of one of the other characters who wears yellow.
Yeah,
it's kind of a weird color to wear. So especially with my hair, like, it's like matches my hair.
It matches you. It suits you. Anybody else in the room would like to ask the next question? Oh yeah, go ahead, Tristan.
Okay. My question is, can you describe your worst date?
Oh.
My worst date?
Worst date.
Oh my gosh.
Good question.
My god. That's a really hard question. I can tell you one thing. I think a movie date is the worst first date ever. Because if you don't know someone that well and they take you to a movie, what are you going to do the whole time? Just like, this is nice. This is nice. What else can you talk about? Like, you won't know them after. It would just be really awkward. So I've definitely gone on a movie date and was like, this is weird. I don't know you. So, like, things like that are, yeah, I think a movie, anywhere where you can socialize. I mean, in case it's not obvious, I like to talk. So movies, I'm practically sitting there, like, waiting to talk to someone. So I think that, but that was a really good question. That's hard to
think
about.
This is a question, too. So when you go see movies, are you the type of person who's like, so are you that?
But one of my best friends, the whole time she's hilarious. Like, if they, like, have a, like, romantic kiss, so obviously they're in love, she'll be like, oh, they kissed because they're in love, Sarah. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, I know. And she's just the funniest person to watch movies with. Here's my thing. If it's a very complicated movie, I love Leonardo DiCaprio, but he happens to be in the most confusing movies. Like, not always, but sometimes. So sometimes I'll be like, hey, like, what's happening? And, like, they have to tell me, like, everything during the movie. But generally, like, I'm pretty good with movies. I generally just go to comedies. So I'm, I like comedies. If you haven't seen We're the Millers, you have to go. It's hilarious.
Really?
Oh, really? Hilarious. Oh. Dying. Laughing.
Okay. I think you and Olivia were both talking about it one of the days.
Yeah, we were. It's so funny. So funny.
And Dana agrees. She said it was so great. So maybe that is.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Okay.
Funniest movie.
Oh, okay. Did any of you guys have another question? Who would?
And love Jennifer Aniston. Throw that out there.
Oh yeah,
she's
Shelby.
The best person ever.
Shelby, go ahead.
So you know in that Instagram video or whatever, it was longer, so they put it on YouTube, where you were walking and Ricardo jumped out at you. Did he actually scare you, or was that like planned?
No. What happened was we practiced it, and then in one of the practice rounds, I'm pretty sure I didn't even tell him. I just thought it'd be funny if I hit him, so I just smacked him across the face. And then he was like, and then they're like, Abby was like, that's funny, do that again, we'll film it. And I was like, okay. So I knew it was coming. Was it a convincing scream, though?
It was, because I thought he really did, because of the way you slapped him, too.
Oh no, I was just like, Ricardo, I'm gonna hit you in the face, and he was like, okay. He's a funny guy.
And it was funny because you walked by. I think the first time she did it, she just like was like, "Wouldn't this be funny? We did this," and then she had like this butter knife in her hand too.
Oh,
and we were
yeah.
like, "Put that down."
And he gave me another knife, and he's like, bring these in. I'm like, this is probably the most violent, like, funny video ever. Like, I probably shouldn't turn that into. They were plastic knives.
Yes, butter
Plastic.
knife. Yeah, butter plastic.
I was like, I think that's a little far, but we were joking around a lot. There's actually another one that's really funny with us that hasn't come out yet.
No, we haven't put it out. We haven't.
It's
we haven't
really
done yet.
funny though. It's really
haven't.
funny.
It's about dreams, and Ricardo was in it, and so is Sarah. But we'll put it. We'll post that soon. We'll
It's
post
funny.
That soon. It's very.
It's really funny.
It's a little bit creepy though. It's a little bit creepy. But funny.
It's a little creepy.
Kind of creepy. But funny.
What isn't, right?
It's funny.
Everything we do.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. So I think Shani had a question next. I think you saw you raise your hand. Would you like to go next?
Yes. During the bonfire, when Bianca hugged Becky, she broke down. Like, it was amazing.
Oh,
And
thank you.
It really showed how much she needs someone to be there for her and support her.
Yeah.
So how do you prepare yourself for that kind of scenes? And what do you think about Becky's idea to celebrate Adam's life in that way?
Well, one thing, for preparing for scenes like that, to be honest, I generally don't talk with people, because once I talk with people, I start smiling and laughing, and I generally kind of isolate myself, and you have to put yourself in a very vulnerable place. I mean, for all those scenes, like for the one where I sit on the chair and say bye to Adam, it wasn't that hard to do, because one, I was almost crying when I read the script because I thought it was so sad that she was talking to him and he wasn't there. Stuff like that are so, like, it killed me. So I was crying before they even said action. I was already bawling. So I mean, it's just being able to get yourself in a very emotional, vulnerable place, and talking to people doesn't help me with that, obviously. So I kind of leave. I take some heavy breaths, and, like, I just, try and get myself in the zone. And I think I really liked that Becky decided to celebrate his life, because Adam was such a happy character, and, like, he's a hero to everyone who watches the show. And I think, I don't know, like, I think a funeral is obviously a very good thing to do to go back and see the person's life and to mourn over them, and I think that's important. But at the same time, I think looking over someone's life and being able to laugh about how funny they were, or something they, like how sweet they were, and talk about what they always used to do, and, like, I think it was nicer that it was kind of bittersweet, because when everyone was watching, when you saw the reactions, the camera went like this, you saw the reactions of people, everyone was kind of smile crying. Do you know what I mean? Everyone had, like, a smile on their face because they remembered who he was, and I think that's an extremely important thing to do, especially for Adam, and it kind of gives it a nice goodbye for all of you watching, right? Like, it makes you feel like you had a good goodbye with him, instead of it just being bawling the whole time. People were able to smile, thinking back on him, so I'm really happy she did that. And it was really cute when everyone came out of the forest too, because, like, she thought no one was going to show up, and she was just thrilled that Adam, it was, like the line, worthy of Adam, that it was actually worthy of him and his name, that everyone would be there, and they were. So it's bittersweet, but I was happy that she did that. It was cute.
Yeah, we'll miss Adam. There's no
Yeah.
doubt about that. No, that's a great question. And okay, this is a question from Facebook.
Oh.
This is from Stacy. I guess, how do you say that? McCullough?
Mikoloff. That's not what it is. Close to that.
I've totally butchered the last name.
Stacy Mikoloff.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, whose character do you think you would be most compatible with in real life? So that could be, maybe we'll answer in two ways, like as a relationship, maybe, and or as a friendship. What character
Would I be most friends with?
Yeah.
In life?
And or date.
Oh, okay.
I've just made this question a bit harder, so I don't know if this is what Stacy was asking, but it is.
Okay.
now.
I think friendship would be, I think either Jenna, or Allie. because they're very outgoing, they're very talkative, they make friends easy, like they're kind of like, they're just fun girls, and I think that, you know, my friends are the most like them, and I'm friends with them, so I think, yeah, I think
would you
they're
date
cute.
as you as Sarah then, as like with a character, if you could choose like
I know. All of you, okay, you're all going to be like, obviously, but the only reason I'd say Eli, because he is, everyone's like, of course, because he is a very loyal boyfriend to Claire. Like, I think Drew is a little everywhere, and like, love him, love Luke. I think his character's like, now he's like, actually, well, he was very steady with Alicia for a while, but I just think when I see like Eli and Claire, I just think he's a very loyal person, and once he's hard to get close to, but once you're close to him, he'd be the best person and the best boyfriend. So I'd say him if I had to choose out of all the characters, probably him.
Oh, okay.
What about you guys? Monroe?
Monroe and Eli are very different, though.
They're so different. They're so different.
Yeah,
I
and
love
of course,
Monroe. He's a great guy, but they're very different.
Yeah, and of course Adam. But this is, and of course Adam. But this is something that I think.
Yeah, Adam is the best. I love him too.
Yeah, Adam is the
cutie.
best. Exactly. But I think it's different because right now the question is for Sarah.
For me,
and Sarah, and also Adam. I think he was a good choice.
I think he was very loyal too, though. It's the same.
He's so
they're
fun.
quite similar. I just think like there's different sides to both of them.
Plus
They're very different. Yeah,
he's funny.
He's a cutie. Either or would be my choice, I think.
And do we have any questions from Facebook or Twitter that we would like to go to? Our field correspondents, Krista, would
live on location. Shada99 from Twitter asked if you can cook or bake.
Oh
my gosh.
Can you hear the question? Do you guys hear it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This is my cooking. I can cook KD. I can cook pasta with sauce already made.
So the sauce.
So I can heat things up is what I'm trying to tell you. I can make something. I've made burritos before. Like, they're not hard though. Like, I can't make like a professional meal, but I'm okay. Can make a sandwich.
That's all you need to know. And also KD is craft dinner. So it's just like
craft
cheese.
dinner. Oh, okay. Justin didn't know. He's
cheese.
like, yeah, craft dinner is macaroni and cheese, which takes no effort to make.
Yeah, I think so. What you can say is be better eater than cook.
Way better eater. You give me anything, I'll eat it. But if I'm the one cooking, I wouldn't trust it.
That's funny. Let's see. What other questions? Okay. This is a question from Eclair Forever on Instagram. What's your favorite thing about playing Becky?
One is the outfits, because when do you get to wear top to bottom in every color of the rainbow? And I love that. Another thing about playing her I love is she kind of has two sides. I think you guys have only really seen her other side more recently. You saw a bit of it last year when she went through trouble with her dad and stuff, but this year it was kind of nice because you got to see a side of her that was very serious, and she was taken a bit more seriously because she comes off as a very bubbly, happy, and I love that because it was so fun because like in one of the scenes, like I come up and I leave and Monroe just went like, actually no, there was one scene, it was Luke, I went up and like this wasn't part of his lines, and when I went up, because his character obviously Drew and Becky never really they didn't talk really much, and he didn't love me. So when I came up to this scene, he decided to add in a little ugh, and I was like, it wasn't even in the script, and he made this like massive just like ugh, it's you, and I was like, it's not even in the script. So it's funny because like as she's all happy, people are like, oh god, like too much. So that's that's the humor in it. I think it's hilarious.
And there's a lot more of Becky in the next few parts, and we can't say anything about it, but there's a lot of good moments, and I think in particular, there's the dance, there's some good lines
for
there.
sure.
But
there's
no, that's all
we can't say anything, but stuff goes down, and You get to see even more of a certain side of her that I'm really excited for people to see, because I think for a very long time people have seen her as Miss Sunshine, which she is, but there's a whole nother part under that layer that's very real, and I really enjoyed playing that, because it just felt good to show the other side of her, because she's very sensitive, and there's a lot more layers than just the I'm happy all the time, because she's not, and that's what's great about her, is she's really not that happy all the time. So that was fun. So I loved being able to play both, because the fun, happy stuff was really fun too. So
yeah, for sure. Okay, this is a question from Morgan Boykin from Facebook. What is your beauty and skincare routine? So we know about her fitness routine.
Oh gosh,
might as well ask about her beauty and skincare.
Oh boy, I don't even know. Okay. Well, skincare, I use Dermalogica. I feel like I'm their spokesperson.
Should you just like...
no, I use Dermalogica. I have very dry skin, actually. So I have a lot of moisturizers that I use, and I get pink the second I walk outside and the sun's out. I'm bright red. Bright red. She feels me. Shelby feels me. I get bright, like even now, like I'm a little bit like a bit red, because the second I walk outside, sunburn. So I use, I don't know what it's called, but I put sunscreen on my face, and it's like a moisturizing sunscreen. And I often use, I'm bad with names. Okay, girls, you have to help me out. Toner?
Yeah, toner.
Before I put makeup on, because to be honest, I hate putting cover up. What do you
like? Concealer?
Concealer, yeah. I don't even know all the names of all this stuff. I just put it on my face. Concealer, I don't like using, because it's not really healthy for your skin. So I have some on now, but I usually I take it off pretty quick so that it doesn't fool around with my pores. So I think that's a thing, right?
Yeah, that's a thing. That's the right word.
Was that answering the question? Is that?
Yeah, no, that definitely, that's your beauty and skincare
makeup
routine.
tip.
No,
makeup tips? No. Okay, because I wouldn't be good at that. Just
throw
something on there, and
you wake up this beautiful. That's why.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, Sarah. It's true, though. It's true. Okay, so do you guys, anybody in the room, have another question? Oh yeah. Okay, Dana, why don't we go first? You can go first.
So far Becky's pretty much only had two friends, Adam and Jenna. And now that Adam's gone and Jenna has Connor, is she gonna have any more, or is she gonna have a while by herself?
Yeah, Becky can be a bit of a loner. Jenna is spending a lot of time with Connor. So that relationship, I can't tell you, but you can only assume that, when the best friend gets a boyfriend, in many situations, you don't see them anymore. So they just, she's with him a lot. So I don't know if they'll be as close, just because she's spending so much time with him, and Becky's going through so much that she sort of needs someone by her side constantly at this point. I think she kind of she needs someone to be there by her side the whole time, and Jenna won't be, because she has a boyfriend. So I don't know that their relationship will stay as strong as it has been. And Jenna's a really good friend, but it's she's dating, she's grown up, and I think Becky's she's going through too much right now, and she needs someone to be by her side the whole time. So maybe there will be someone by her side the whole time. I don't know.
But yeah, no, so and I didn't say anything, so you never know. But
I didn't see you watching the
stream.
Yeah,
I had no idea. Okay, so Tristan, I think you said you had a question, so go ahead.
Yeah, my question was, how hard or easy is it to be a celebrity, and how has your life changed or not changed?
Oh, you think I'm a celebrity? I don't even think of it like that at all, to be honest. But I do know that the first day they announced that I was playing Becky, the first day they did that, I went from I never used Twitter before. I had just gotten an account. And so I had 35 of my friends. I didn't even have many at all, because I never used it and I never went on it. And then I went on and it was 235, and I was like, what? And I actually thought it wasn't my account. I actually went up to be like, hey, whose account am I on right now? I was like, there's no way. And I mean, honestly, like, nothing's changed. It's exciting. Like, I get a couple people who notice me when I'm out and stuff, and that's really, to be honest, just so you guys know, I'm just as nervous when people notice me as, like, they always say they're, like, nervous to come up to me. I'm just as nervous as they are because I'm, like, excited, but I get just as nervous. So, I mean, it's really fun. Like, I just get, you know, you guys are really supportive. I get a lot of sweet tweets from you guys. And Tristan, who asked a question, you tweet sweet things all the time, and like, it's just, you guys are really nice, and like, I love talking with you guys. So I try and tweet specifically to people as much as I can and stuff. But I can tell you one story though that's pretty funny. One time I left my house and I looked like death. I had just gone out of the shower. My hair was in like a ponytail like this, and it was wet, so you couldn't even tell I had hair. And then I was wearing a bright pink scarf. I was wearing bright green sweatpants, the brightest green you could ever, like, you go blind looking at them. And no makeup, just got out of bed. And my mom said before I left, she was like, Sarah, like, in case, don't you want to look a little better, just in case someone sees you, you know, like, you're basically going out in pajamas. And I was like, no, it's fine, Mom, I'm good. Left the house, going to Fairview Mall, and two people are around the corner giggling, and they come over, and they're like, are you that girl from Degrassi? And I was so close to being like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, because I looked awful. I looked never looked worse. And I was almost like, how did you recognize me? Rude. No, I'm kidding. It was really funny. I was like, looked awful, but yeah, I mean, it's fun, but I don't feel different. It's just more, you know, tweeting, and like, I love doing that. So it's not like work. I just enjoy it. So.
And you seem like the exact same person I met, like, the first day when we started. I remember the very first day. This is actually a funny story about Sarah, but like the orientation, and like, I think this is season 11. Season 11 orientation, is that right? Yeah. Or was that 11 or 12? I can't remember at this point. But anyway, I remember you coming in, you're like, hi, I'm Sarah, and it's just like this big personality that comes into the room. It's like, so happy to meet everybody. Do you remember that? Do you remember coming into the office, and you're just like, you and your mom just coming into, like, everybody and all the cast members come and meet, you know, the communications team, come and meet the cast and crew. And I remember Sarah coming in and just being like, once she left, everyone was just like, wow, that's a lot of energy. Like,
oh my gosh. I definitely believe that happened. 100%.
Because I remember you just walked in, bounced into the room, like, shook everybody's hand. It was
skipping.
Yeah, so nothing has changed is what I'm saying. So, like, I think every person that meets Sarah from now and from before is, you're exactly the same person in the best way, in the best way possible. Yeah, so I think, Chani, you had a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I saw some pictures of Sarah, you performing dressed as Tinkerbell a time ago.
Oh, yeah.
So, how was that? How did you feel performing dressed like that with the wings and everything?
I loved it. It was really fun. You don't know. I dressed as, like, or maybe you do. I dressed as Tinkerbell, like, top to bottom.
What was this?
It was for my neighborhood has a thing I've been going since I was little. It's a big fair they do.
No,
And yeah, and there was a bunch of kids, and they asked me to perform, so I was like, yeah, of course. And so they wanted me to dress up for all the little kids because the theme was princess. Like, my favorite thing in the world is Disney princesses. I want to be all of them in one. My dream when I grow up is to be a mermaid. That's all you need to know. I just want to be a mermaid. And yeah, like, I mean, it was really fun because, like, when do you get to dress top to bottom as a princess? I love that's a lie. Tinkerbell's not a princess, but she is the cutest, and so it was the only costume I had that I could borrow. So,
will you do that for Halloween?
No, I don't think so. Because I've already lived that life, that little, you know, that fairy life. I think a day was enough.
Oh, too bad. Because it's just funny because, you know, at Epitome we have a costume contest every November. So, I mean, I'm sorry, every October, not November. That's a weird time to have a Halloween party. No, but we have a Halloween party. So maybe actually in October, we'll, like, kind of cast out, and you guys can send us your, like, Degrassi Halloween costumes and or Halloween costumes to send us. Yeah, maybe we can do that. So we'll think of some fun way to involve everybody too, because some of the people here get like really dressed up. Like I dressed up as a Lego man last year.
That's legit.
And like
that's
I think Stefan came as like a race car driver. So like a lot of people. So this is a big thing. So you guys have some time to think about it too. So October. Get ready for Halloween costumes. Cool? Okay. I see everybody nodding, okay? So I've got at least 5 entries. Like 5 entries in here. Okay, good. So Krista, do you have any questions for us from the internet?
We have one from YouTube from Taylor H. I know the answer, but do you watch Friends?
Do you watch Friends?
Did you guys hear that question? Did you hear? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I do. Hi, that's like what I live for. I have all of the DVDs. I have all of them, each season, every episode on my computer. I've never met any of them, which makes me depressed. But put it this way, I have, like, my family bought Friends Seen It, and I win every time.
Really? Okay, give us one really obscure Friends fact that you know.
About them, like, I know
like
that
in Friends Seen It. Like someone like an obscure random fact.
They had like a quote one of like all it was is they gave half the line and said give the other half of the line, which is pretty hard. Like it was one line in a million seasons, and right away I was like, who would know that? Just like right away, just like spit it out. I forget exactly what it was, but I also know that originally Rachel, so Jennifer Aniston, actually went out to play Monica, and Monica went out to play, so Courtney Cox went out to play Rachel, and then they ended up switching. And I know that Chandler, I could go on and on. This is a horrible question to answer. I know that Chandler, he was one of the hardest ones for them to find, and 2, he was the one who told Jennifer to go audition. I act as if they're my friends, but it's just it's a feel-good show, and like whenever I'm like, you know, like, I don't know, just chilling around the house, I end up throwing one on. So, like, I could probably, like, say all of the lines from, like, season 1 to season 10.
If you had to play a Friends character, who would you be?
I played the game, like, with, like, when I was little. Me and my brother would always be, like, who's the most like this character?
Yeah.
I always get Phoebe. Everyone gives me Phoebe. I've never once gotten anything else but Phoebe. So, and I think she'd be the most fun to play. And to be honest, I am similar to her in many ways, not always, but I always get her. So, I think I'd play her. I'm not a Monica for sure. So, and I love her, but I'm not the cleanest person. So, like, I don't think.
Yeah, we got a lot of comments about this Friends stuff too, and if you want to read some of them out loud. Okay, so Dana's saying that you never meeting the cast.
That's how I feel about never meeting the Degrassi cast. That's so funny.
That being said,
Dana, you're funny.
There's always going to be opportunities. Hopefully, we'll have more. Like,
and we're meeting right now through a computer, but it's almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a Friends trivia game? No, I should though.
It, right? Like,
the Seen It is maybe that's the same thing. I don't know. Friends is the best show ever. Tristan, you're right. It is the best show ever. I'm glad we're on the same page.
But you said
I would have guessed
after
Rachel.
Degrassi.
I think Rachel would be fun. I'd love to play Rachel or Phoebe, but Phoebe's just crazy. So, like, I think it would be really fun to play her. Do we have a new no, never mind. Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, so do you guys have, anybody else in here have another question for us? Yeah, go ahead, Karen. Is the mute button still on? I don't know, the mic.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so when did you decide to be an actress? Like, when did you decide you want to be an actress? And when did you start taking acting lessons?
Wow, okay. Okay. There's a story for everything. Once I graduated high school, I wanted to take a year off, and I did drama throughout high school, which isn't really the same as the classes that I take now, but after high school, I took a year off really just to figure out music, because music has always been what I wanted to do, still now, as well as acting. So I actually was thinking of going to university for music, and I didn't know specifically what I wanted to take because I didn't want to. I teach a couple kids, but I wasn't really looking to be a music teacher. That wasn't what I was going to go for university. So in my year off, I was like, to my parents, I was like, well, listen, like, I love performing. I love talking. Why have I never tried acting? Because, like, when you sing and perform, it's a form of acting, right? So I was like, I don't know why I've never tried it. And I thought, I don't want to think in a million years, like, what if it was something great, which it ended up being the best possibility and opportunity for me ever. So I started to take a beginner's course. It was an introduction to acting. So this was 2 years ago now? 2, I think. And I started to take an introductory course, and it just, to be honest, it happened really quickly after that. I was asked to get representation, so I did. And then one of my first auditions was Degrassi, and
the rest is history.
The rest is history. But I felt I was a very green actor, so I continuously, like in my first year of Degrassi, I was doing classes the whole time. And I still do classes, not at the moment, but I'm about to restart up again. And for me, I think when it comes to like your craft, or I think the most important thing is to never stop learning more about it, and to never stop. I mean, with singing, I've been singing for so long, and I've had lots of teachers, and I still do lessons with 2 teachers every week. So I think it's important, like even the most famous person in acting or in singing, like I think you should always constantly be training yourself, always. So I'm still doing that now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really fast. So, like, I was really shocked. Every callback, I was like, all I thought was, oh, I'm so happy I got a callback. I can't wait to watch The Girl Who Gets This, was what I was always thinking. So I was really shocked. And when I found out, I actually think I fell to the floor. It was really weird. I don't know why that would be the first reaction, but I think, like, my mom said it, and I was like, what?
Oh, my God.
It was so weird.
Was it like a drop like this?
It was like a full, it was like a, what are you saying? And I just like fell. It was really weird, but
I wish we had that on film. That would have been funny.
I wish we did too.
Yeah.
That would have been great. That's awesome. Great question. And Tristan has another question. Go ahead.
Okay, I kind of got 2 questions. The first one is, will you follow the people in Hangout on Twitter? And the second one is, what is one of your biggest pet peeves?
Oh, that's a really good question. Oh, I feel like I have a lot. I have to think. Pet peeves. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have so many. One would be. Oh, I have like a good one. That's a really good question, Tristan. That's a really good question. I feel like. Okay, well, one would be, I don't like when, well, one is when people, like, I don't know. Okay, like,
why don't we try to come back
I know
to it?
I have, like, a million of those.
We can come back to it.
No, because that's right at the tip of my tongue. I do have, but pet peeve, like, bothers me, or pet peeve, like, I notice it and I, like, very much and think it's funny. Because one thing I think is really funny, and it's not so much a pet peeve, but I will always call it out when people do it, is when people say 2 words in one. Have you ever, when someone tries to say something? So my friend, a lot of people call me Sasa, and my name's Sarah, and when my friend yelled for me once, she went, Sar, Sasa, Sa, and I was like, what did you just say? And every time people, like, mix 2 words together, I will always call them out. One other thing, which these are more funny pet peeves. Like, there's obviously some that bother me that I can't, like, I'll tell you when I can think of one. But another one that I think is funny, that is another one pet peeve in the way that I always notice it, is when people trip and then jog it out and pretend it didn't happen. That's probably one of the funny, like, someone did it at my school who was a friend, and I literally pointed and laughed because I thought it was the funniest thing. Like, they think no one's watching, and they trip, they're just like, totally must be that. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you did not. So that's like, I think that's hilarious. So those two things I notice all the time. But like, pet peeve bother me. Well, when guys put too much grease in their hair, I'm just like, shower. And one is when someone has something like stuck in their teeth or something, or like some like situation where like I want to tell them but I can't, and I feel like it's mean to. So the whole time I'll be looking at their eyes and then looking back and up and down because I want to say something like, by the way, like brush your teeth. I can't.
Or maybe there's like a signal. I remember watching, I can't remember, I think it's from a talk show sometime, and this is a hint for you next time. So apparently you're just supposed to like kind of like mime where it is for the other person, so you're just kind of like.
That's really funny.
So next time,
I know
you don't say anything. You're just gonna be like.
Because I feel like it's always embarrassing when that happens to someone. It's probably more embarrassing when they go home and they're like, oh my god, seriously, I had like a whole broccoli stuck in the front of my teeth. But I hate it, and I won't say anything to them.
No.
So then the whole time I'm just like looking up and down, and it's so awkward. So that's one of them for sure.
Oh no. Tough question though.
Now we're both looking at our teeth, making sure
I'm just checking. I'm checking too. Okay. So the first question I think was that would you follow the people on Twitter was the question from Tristan, I think, from before. And you know what? Degrassi has actually followed everybody in the room. So we'll be in touch.
Follow.
Yeah, so we'll all be in touch.
Oh, well, that's good.
There you go. So the next, I think the next person who had a question was Shelby. Yes, go ahead, Shelby.
Alright, so it's pretty obvious that you're a huge Backstreet Boys fan. Have you always been, like, for the Backstreet Boys, or have you ever, like, leaned towards NSYNC? NSYNC's my favorite, like, why the Backstreet Boys?
Okay. I'm sorry to say, Shelby, because this is a very sensitive subject. Backstreet Boys all the way. Never into NSYNC. Justin Timberlake. I was gonna say Justin Bieber. Whoa, you're not part of NSYNC. Justin Timberlake is great, and I think he's very talented. But the Backstreet Boys are just like the cutest boys you can ever see in your life, and I love them. I like Nick and Brian because he doesn't. And I've been to like 4 or 5 of their concerts. I did the VIP. And what happened was, I thought I was going to hug them, but I get how that can be dangerous. People pout, so I got that. But when I got there, like, you pay money to go behind and watch them practice and rehearse and to meet them and have a signed picture and get a picture. So instead, there was like a big fence between us, and I was like, who's going to remove this? Who's going to be removing this? Because I want to give them all a hug, and they all gave me a handshake. So no, I was just like, love you. Honestly, I just think they're extremely talented. Their inspiration is Boys to Men, and I'm a big fan of them too. I met them as well, and I love them. I think they're fantastic. The thing is that they're great singers. Like, to be honest, some people who make it, I don't specifically think, I'm not in love with their voice, and I don't think it's a very fantastic voice, but you can tell that they've just been practicing since they were young, and that they're extremely talented and just really respectful. Like, they're really nice guys. They're my best friends, and they're sweethearts.
They're your best friends.
I saw them in concert once when I was little, but, like, I saw NSYNC 3 times, so I was just like, I could never decide, but I was like, I don't know, it's something about NSYNC. So.
Oh, okay. I feel you. I get it.
We're right on this camp. I think for some reason, I think it's been a Backstreet Boy thing for sure. Because I'd say Krista, Melinda, you and me, and like I think everybody. Yeah, all about the Backstreet Boy love here. Okay, so why don't we actually we're probably gonna wrap up soon. But if you guys wanted to, maybe we'll go around the room and ask one more question for each of you guys. Does that sound good? Awesome. Okay, so who would like to go first? Who had the next question? Yeah, go ahead, Dana.
If you had to choose, would you rather win an Oscar or a Grammy?
Huh.
Wow, that was good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think an Oscar. It just seems like, I don't know. Oh, that was really good. I don't know. I think an Oscar. But to be honest, I really don't like speeches. I'd be really nervous for a speech. I'd be like, thank you. Like, I wouldn't know what to say. I hate speeches. But I think an Oscar probably. I don't know. If I could win all of them, that would be great. But it probably won't.
An EGOT.
Yeah.
Like the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Yeah, something like that. Well,
Yeah.
it's possible. Who knows?
Yes.
Don't give up on your dreams, as you were saying, your earlier quote.
That's what I'd say.
Great question. Great question. Karen, go ahead.
Oh, no, we can't hear you.
Karen? Are you still here?
Karen?
Yeah.
Oh, we got you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Can you give me the best life advice?
The best life advice.
Yeah. What would you say?
I think one is do whatever makes you happy, no matter how hard you think it is to get into it. Because, I mean, everyone starts somewhere. I never thought I'd be acting on Degrassi. But if you try and you really push for the things you want, you will get there. So do what you want to do. And surround yourself with really true friends and really good people. That's my biggest thing. Because all I think is you have one life. Be happy and do what makes you happy, and be around people who make you happy, and you'll just be a happy person. And I think that's the best advice I could give. But do what you love, because in the long run,
Thank you.
yeah. But in the long run, I mean, you want to be doing something you're in love with doing, not sitting at a desk if you want to be performing, right? That's really what made me go into it. Is like for me, I think I'd cry every day if I was sitting at a desk because I'd be wanting to be like on stage or doing what I'm doing here. So yeah, I think that's probably what I would say.
No, that's really, really good advice. And yeah, sorry, actually before we get to Shelby, there's one question here. Actually a couple questions on Twitter. So this one is from Degrassi Israel. So they said, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And this is kisses from Israel, we love you.
Love you, Israel. Oh boy, in 10 years, to be honest, this is because I've been asked this before. That wasn't English. I've been asked this before, and my answer is honestly is what I'm doing now. I'm in love with music and with acting, and it's a work in progress for sure. But it's all I ever want to be doing. So I mean, as much as I'd love to say in 10 years, I'd love to still be on Degrassi. I hopefully will look at least 16 then. So, I mean, definitely still working in music, and not just on the performer side, also helping other people, I think, within the business would be really fun. I'm really interested in movies. I love TV shows, though, because the difference is you get closer to the fans because of the TV show. You're a constant character they're watching grow, whereas a movie, it's just, I think it would be really fun, and I'd love to do some movies, but I think TV, it is really nice just because you have a family that you grow with, and I feel like in a movie you all love each other and then you have to leave, right? So I'd love to try it, but I think sticking with some TV, if something fun comes up, I would love that too. So
awesome, great question. And now Shelby, would you like to ask the next question?
Okay, one thing is, can you do a shout out for me where I can gift it from my Tumblr?
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. Okay, can I go? Do I go?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, Shelby. It was the best talking to you, and you're the sweetest. And talk to you soon, bestie.
Aww.
I gotta give the kiss, always. Spread the love.
And, oh gosh, I had one, but it just skipped. Oh, if you could do a duet with anybody, minus the Backstreet Boys, because you know you'd pick them, who would you pick?
That's a really good question. I think Celine Dion, I'd say. I'm a big fan of hers. I have so much respect for her. And also her songs are a lot of the songs, because pop is something I'm learning and I'm breaking into a bit. But, I'm classically trained, so her songs are more of the ones my voice is comfortable with. And it's Celine Dion, so who wouldn't want to sing with Celine Dion? She's fantastic and just so classy, like such a classy chick. I love her. So I think her, but that's a hard question. There'd be a lot of people. Oh, Michael Jackson as well.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
love to hear you sing "To Love You More," like, cause I danced to that one year. I love that song.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah,
that
I think
the
you
Young
should.
song?
Uh-huh.
That's weird. I don't know that one. I'm gonna look that
Really?
up. I don't know how I don't know
should.
that.
It's
I
really
probably
good.
do if I heard it, but I'll look it up.
Well, there you go. Now you have another song to cover.
Yeah. Thank you.
Tristan, would you like to ask the next question?
Okay. Well, first, can I get a shout out to me and my twin sister Tiara?
Tiara? Of
Yeah.
course. Hi, Tristan and Tiara. It was amazing talking to you, Tristan and Tiara. Wish you were there. Love you guys.
Thank you. And if you could be any animal in the world, what would you be and why?
That's fantastic. Oh, okay. I feel like since I was little, I always wanted to be a cheetah because one, they're so cute, and their pattern is on every piece of clothing because it's the cutest. And two, they're crazy fast, and I'd love to be able to just, book it in like a big, just be the winner in every race would be fun. I just think they're really cute. Yeah, I think a cheetah probably. What would you be?
I would be a wolf. Definitely. I'm like obsessed
nice.
with wolves.
Wolves are cute. Yeah.
Wolves are
We
not
could be
cute.
friends.
Not
I don't know
cute.
if they're friends. Cheetahs
Not
and
a
wolves.
not a cute animal.
so
you don't go
cute.
pet wolves.
Yeah, but like I to be like give some love, I love wolves. They're so cute.
Oh, Sarah,
I'll
I just,
try and I'll let you know how
sometimes,
it
I'm
goes.
just like, I'm so worried. You're like, oh, what a cute wolf. And I'm like, don't approach. Don't approach.
You look like a fun pet.
Oh my gosh, Shelby just said her friend has a half dog, a half wolf as pet. Oh my gosh.
That's a husky, isn't it? Isn't it a husky? Yeah.
Is that a husky? Is that
would
called a husky?
Oh,
though?
no, it's not.
That's not a husky. I think it's more aggressive than a husky, right? But wow.
Are
that's
the
pretty awesome.
owners still okay? That would be just
Wow.
scary. Woo.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with Tristan. That does sound really, really
little
dangerous.
bit.
And Karen's like, oh my gosh. I think we all agree with this. Sounds dangerous. Yeah, so Shani, would you like to ask the next question?
Yes, I was going to ask for a shout out too.
Oh yeah, she wants a shout out too. Go ahead. A shout
Okay,
out.
wait. I want to make sure I pronounce your name right. Shani.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Shani. It was amazing talking to you, and I hope I get to talk to you soon.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there's one person on the kiss. You can't. She's rude.
Yes, I was going to ask if you could change places with one of the characters and live their life for a day. Which one would you choose?
Of who?
If
Sorry?
you could choose a character to live in their life for like a day, who would it
Oh.
be? That's a really great question.
I'm trying to think of the happiest one because so many of them go through so much. I'm trying to think of who's genuinely usually a pretty happy character.
Becky.
I don't know. I think
That's a really
this
tough
is weird, but I think it would actually no because of what just happened. Nope, never mind. Not him. I was gonna say Drew if I was a guy, that I would like to be Drew because he just seems like he kind of seems like the happiest though, but not any more than I thought. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would not want to.
That's a really, really good question. I'm trying to
Honestly,
think of-
everyone's gone through way too much that it's just each one you'd have to go through something really difficult in your life, which obviously happens to a lot of people. Someone said Dave. That was actually what I was thinking. That came in my head was probably Dave because he just seems like a happy camper. But I don't know. That's a really hard question.
You know who I was just thinking too, like another character that'd be really fun would be like Jake or Mo.
Yeah.
Or
Mo, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like I loved Jake and Mo. They were one of my
they
all-time
were
favorite
hilarious.
characters. What other characters? I'm trying to think of. That's a really good.
It's a really good question.
That's a great question. Yeah. So anyway,
That's a good question.
yeah, that's a great question. Let's think on that too. But okay, so I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Maybe we'll take one more question just online, and then maybe we can also, if you guys had anything else you wanted to share at the end. So
So S. Catelli from YouTube asked, what kind of songs or bands or artists are you listening to right now? Besides Backstreet Boys.
Besides Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys? That's a good question. I should know that at the top of my head. I listen to a wide variety of music. I like everything from Josh Groban, Celine Dion type things to Beyonce. Love her, fantastic artist. I just choked.
She was that excited about these singers.
I was not excited. gosh, groups. Oh man,
Or just anything. Is anything on your iPod right now?
Boys to Men
really
for
like?
sure.
Yeah.
I don't listen to an iPod.
Oh, you don't have an iPod?
I used to. I don't listen to it anymore.
Oh,
so, Disney songs, to be honest. Always been a big fan. I think they're the classics, and since I was like tiny, I've known all of them inside out. So like, I love so many genres. It's weird. I think Eminem's fantastic. I think he's very talented. Beyonce, love her. Been through Mariah Carey, who's kind of a little more out of the loop, a little bit of a break, but I've always thought she was fantastic. I think she's very, very talented. It just seems like a sweet person, so I really like her. MJ, I was a big fan of him, so I think, yeah, I thought he was absolutely incredible. Janet as well. I think she's the whole family in love. I think he's just so talented. Yeah, so I think gives you a rough idea of who.
Yeah, I think I got a good idea. Yeah, so why don't we just, if you guys had anything else you'd like to say to Sarah before we head out. So go ahead, Dana. Did anybody in the room, we can start with Dana. Is there anything else you'd like to add or kind of tell us a little bit more about yourself? Up to you. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just wanted to say thanks for letting me join, and I'm excited to see what happens to Becky. I was on the edge of not watching anymore because of Adam, but I think I'm gonna stick around to see how Becky deals with it.
Oh, thank you. It's fun meeting you.
And you know what? Honestly, there's another kind of aspect of it too, like watching Becky deal with it, watching Mike Dallas, Drew as well. So there's like a lot in the next little bit, and we're back on air on October 3rd. And Part B is just like there are a lot of. It
doesn't calm down. Stuff still.
Yeah.
There's some fantastic storylines coming up, so I hope you stick around because there's some really, really good ones coming up.
Yeah, it was your character.
Maybe a cat fight with Imogen.
Maybe.
That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, I've actually been seeing that. A lot of people are thinking that me and Imogen will like either become friends or become whatever. So who knows?
But I don't know. It's some of the theories. Let's just say some of the
I feel
theories
awful
you guys
teasing
have.
you. I'm sorry, but
some of the theories that you guys have, we will say this, are warm.
Yeah.
Some of the theories that I've seen online.
You guys are actually very
quite
good
close.
at that. I've had some tweets once before an episode aired a while ago that was dead on. They're like, this is what's going to happen, and everything in it was right. And I was like, oh, that's why I don't tweet back. I was to that person. I was just like, I can't tell them. Yep, you're right. I was just like, woo, they're close. You guys are just.
It's very soon, though. October 3rd is very soon. And we also have some webisodes coming up between then, too. So there is going to be stuff happening before October. So don't worry. We will be pumping you guys full of content.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, lots of stuff happening. So hold on to kind of mid-September, too, for some webisodes coming up.
Will we get a Beckham mini?
Like video?
Beckham video. We're working on trying to get the that Remembering Adam video coming up soon, but we're still we're still on that video's still on hold right now from some music rights stuff, so we'll tell you that. But Beckham videos for the two of them, like a couple video,
like a mini or a webisode.
So that's I can actually, I'll actually just say, like, no, that's not likely. But
I will just tell you.
I will just say that, like, outright, unfortunately.
Maybe at some point, but as of now, no.
Yeah,
but
at some
maybe.
point.
Hopefully, it'd be fun.
That would be amazing. I actually would love
that'd be really fun.
I would love that. I would love that. Okay, Karen, go ahead. Karen?
Karen!
Hello?
She hears us.
I don't know what happened. It's always just gone.
Oh, got you.
Okay, now we're back.
Okay, so I just want to say that you are amazing in everything you do, like modeling, acting, singing. Like, I have all of your songs in my iPod. Like, I'm a huge fan of yours.
To you so much.
Yeah, I hope to meet you one day.
Yeah, I would love to meet you.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be on this Hangout. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but like.
Well, thank you so much. It was great meeting you, Karen.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Thanks, Karen. And Shelby, go ahead.
I just wanted to thank you guys for letting me do this. I'm really excited about it, and I just wanted to thank Sarah for bringing back to life, because I grew up in a religious home, and she's the first character. I've had like little instances where I've like clicked with a few of the characters where I related to them, but I've never related to somebody as strongly as I related to Becky. So.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's really nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
Oh, that's awesome. Tristan, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to say that it was super awesome meeting you. You're like the best person ever. So.
Oh, thank you.
And
it was really nice to meet you.
thanks, and yeah, just thanks for the opportunity. It was really awesome.
Oh, thank you.
And Shani, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. It's amazing. Sarah, you are so sweet and so full of light. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I have no words, really.
Thank you so much. It was really nice meeting you.
And
thank you for being that way.
Pardon?
Thank you for being you.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. Well, I just want to say you guys are all so sweet, and just, as I said before, with my life advice, not that, I just do what you all love to. You're all amazing people, and you're really nice, and thank you so much for the support, and also of the show, because, to be honest, you guys are the reason why Degrassi is still going. So, so thank you so much for that, and, yeah, you guys are great, and I love meeting you guys.
And we'll have a lot of these hangouts again soon. And if you guys have any questions, tweet at her.
Yeah. I love tweeting back at you guys. So just tweet away, and I'll hopefully get all of you. I'm hoping so.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. And if you guys have any other questions and things, like we'll be reading the comments and stuff below too. So on the YouTube channel, and we'll talk to you all very, very soon, I'm sure.
Bye, guys.
Oh, actually, is there anything else you want to add before we said bye? If there's any last words? In case I just cut you off, but I just didn't mean to cut you off if that was the case.
No, you didn't. I had a lot of fun with you guys, and I actually really hope I get to talk to you guys soon. I don't know how this stuff works, but maybe we'll be the exact same group next time, which would be awesome. So it's really nice to meet you guys, and speak to you soon on Twitter or something, hopefully. So, bye.
Bye.